All right. So let's get started. So VBA Foundation is the name of our program, and we conduct it at FCKS Technologies. Okay, so before we get started, again, this session is recorded. Use chat option to post all your questions while the recording is on. Keep video off and be on mute. So because we want to make sure that our video doesn't get any kind of noise or background noise. But I'll give you enough time to ask your question and I'll make sure that it is interactive. So don't worry about that. All of your question I'll answer at the end of the session. Uh, the reason behind that, a lot of question that usually being asked to us, I already covered in this presentation. But if you still have some of those questions, I'll be happy to take those on. All right. Moving on. First of all, what is VBA? Right? I know a lot of you already know about it. VBA is Visual Basic for Application. It is designed and developed by Microsoft and it works with all Office applications. So it's not only limited to Excel, it works with all the other Office application and you can actually connect it with multiple other applications which are not even made by Windows, right? Or Microsoft. Uh, VBA is built inside Excel. So you don't need any additional application or program to run it. You can at run it inside the Excel. You can do everything that you need from the Excel or PowerPoint or Word, whatever you choose to use. We focus on Excel because a lot of data manipulation, analytics, visualization, and all those stuff happens in Excel. So we train through Excel. But that's it. You don't need any additional software. You can use it on your office laptops and desktop without installing anything. So that way you are also secure because if you have to install some software or something, you have to go through HR and stuff. So right, so that is not required. You can automate repetitive work and data processing using Excel. That is the most important thing that is being done. So let me take one question from chat. So Bhupendra is asking whether it will work on Excel version. Yes, it will work from 1995 to 2019 Excel without any hitch. All right. So Excel is an object-oriented language and is one of the easiest coding language to learn. So even if you have some of the things like you want to grow as a data scientist and you know nothing about any programming language or anything, you can still go with VB and you can still learn this language and then you know if you want to learn some high level language you can learn them as well. So this is what is VBA. Now, very important question. Now, I know you guys are already here, but still I want to tell you why should you learn VBA? What is in there for you, right? First of all, it will help you jumpstart automation. And I'll tell you why automation is important. It also set you up to a path of, you know, if you want to be a data scientist, it will set you on that path as well. It is easy to learn. It have very wide applications. It's not limited to certain domain or function. For example, if you learn SAP, you have to decide which model you want to go for. You want to go for HR, you want to go for finance, if you want to go for shipment. This have wide range of application. Any department, any process, any function, where there is Excel, you can use VBA. It helps you reduce the turnaround time of your work. So your work becomes faster. You're able to do all the tasks that you're currently doing in less time. It increases accuracy. All the manual errors goes away and you are able to do things much faster. It helps you save time and money because you're doing things faster. So for your company, it helps you save time and it also helps you save money because you don't have to spend same number of hours. So they're basically time and cost saving. It helps you progress in your career and you become more employable. If you know VBA alongside with Excel, your chances of getting higher absolutely increases. You can certainly Google about it on PayScale or you know other website that gives this information. I'm not including that information here due to copyright things, right? but it will certainly help you progress in your career and be more employable. Okay, so all right, we know what VBA is. We know why we should learn VBA, but then why should we learn now and not after like 6 months or 1 year? The reason is why we should learn now is 50% of tasks you do will be automated by 2025. And this is as per some of the consultants like Big Four consultants like Deloitte and KPMG and some of those. You want to be one of the people who automate and not the one whose job is getting automated by somebody else. You want to be on the other side of this. So that's why you should learn it now. Uh, there is a huge increase in for the demand of data analysts and data scientists. VBA, learning VBA will set you on that course. It will set you on that path. So of course, as I said, it will increase your uh, employability. So you'll become more employable. If you don't learn now, there is a risk of lagging behind. You might be seeing a lot of people in your companies are doing small automations and small stuff and growing. And if you don't do it now, you'll lag behind. It will become very difficult to catch up because, as I said, the 50% of tasks you do at the moment are considered manual and mundane and will be automated by 2025. Uh, Another thing which is important, I would say, is take a step towards your dream job. Of course, we learn something because we have some dreams and we want to achieve them. So this is why you should take those steps now. So this is why you should learn VBA now. All right, guys, I'll just give you 10 seconds to consider what we have learned so far, what we went through so far. And if you have any question, go ahead and type into chat. And if you want me to repeat anything, also just say it in chat and I'll help you out. I'll give you just simply 10 seconds. So please start typing now. All right, let's move on. Why FCKS? What advantage that FCKS provide you that you won't get from other trainers or other service providers? Okay, AFCKS stands for Achieving Freedom by Creativity and Knowledge Sharing. We focus on helping individuals grow into their job, and we like to share the knowledge we have, and we want to make sure that people success as we did. AFCKS is in this industry from more than 10 years now. I learned myself at FCKS around 6 years back, and it actually helped me to be where I am. So I can definitely advise that FCKS best place based on my own experience. Uh, we like helping to learn and not instructing to complete the course. Our focus will never be to go ahead and complete the syllabus that is there. We make sure that we focus on helping you learn. And we definitely value your dreams and goals, and we are always open to provide you any career guidance or any next learning path guidance if you need. We have been there where you are now, and we want you to take advantage of our experience. In addition to that, our trainers are industry expert, including myself, and we have a lot of practical experience in the field. So we are not theoretical trainer. We'll show you the practical thing. We'll help you understand all the things or all the methods and coding that you're going to do in most simplified way that you understand it and learn it. Our focus is never being to learn by remembering things. Our focus is to learn by actually doing it. All courses that we have in FCKS are designed for all and not limited to IT science or engineering. So if some of you have this question that, hey, I'm an arts graduate, I'm a commerce graduate, or I'm something else, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to have any basic or fundamental knowledge of programming. Everything will be covered, and you will be a programmer by the end of this class. We also have some additional benefits like job forum, query solving group, and lifetime support. So when I say lifetime support is once you complete one course at FCKS, you will be enrolled for all the future classes example free of cost. So for example, let's say you complete this batch, which is my batch RCVB014, you will be receiving examples for all the future batches free of cost, and you'll be able to do them at home. You can certainly reach out to our trainers and ask them if you have any questions, or you can also use query group. uh, we are quite agile, and when I say that, what I mean is we change our syllabus, the examples that we use based on what is currently going in actual companies and actual workplace environment. So every time in a 6 months or so, you'll be able to find new examples, and that way help you learn something new even after you have completed your class. Some more advantages are whatever example that we're going to take, all of those are research based, and it is designed based on your industry and portfolio. So there is something for everyone in there, no matter where you're from, HR or finance or BPO or sales, wherever you are from, there is something for you there. It's a practical application based example that you can simply lift and shift to your work environment. Of course, there will be some changes required, like the size of data you are using and those things. But otherwise, you can simply take this example and start using in your day-to-day work. Uh, all the sessions that we take are interactive, uh, and it is designed in such a way that even if you are working and have a hectic schedule and not able to spend any time on learning, you will still be able to do it. You'll still be able to learn without spending any extra time beyond the class time. So that's how they are designed. We cover more than 150 examples, which will help you get end-to-end knowledge of VBA foundation. All right, guys, I'll give you another 10 seconds break. If you have any question about what we discussed, please feel free to put it in chat window. All right, guys, so let's move to the next thing. Yes, yes, I'll help you understand how it is used in HR domain as well. Let's understand the next steps. Uh, so, next steps for you start with completing your registration. I want to make sure that you understand the fees. Fees is 9,000. However, if you're doing a single payment within 7 days, you get a benefit of 10%. If you want to pay in installment, it will be 4,500 into two installment. I have given you payment methods, and I'll share these details with you later on as well. If you want, you can take a screenshot now. Uh, Once you register, then what you should do? You need to attend this class every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for 4 months approximately. You will learn 150 practical example, and make sure that you ask questions and keep it interactive. There will be an exam which will be free of cost for you who have registered for this course. Otherwise, the cost is 1,000 rupees. Uh, you'll have to attend that exam. You can also join the query support and job forum group. You can learn through new examples from other batches. So as I said, you'll start receiving examples from other batches after your batch completion. You can prepare using those as well. You can also reach out to me and our head trainer if you need any further guidance on the next learning path or the courses you have completed. You can certainly reach out to us. Uh, Then how you get successful, you get certified, you get AFCK certified after successfully clearing the exam. You will also receive a completion certificate. For this, you don't have to give any exam. That is a kind of completion certification or completion letter. Uh, Start implementing what you learn at your workplace. So the best way to keep in touch of any technology is to do what you learned. You can also consider doing community projects. So if you don't have something at your workplace, you can try to do something at your community, at your society, try to help them automate some of the things that they maintain. Apply for your dream job, use job forum that we have to find more jobs, and use query group to find solution to any questions you have related to those jobs. The most important thing is to keep learning because you still have a dream, you still want to be successful, and you still want to grow. So guys, I'm going to keep it here while I answer the question in chat window. So there's a question that please can you brief how can I use it in HR domain? So in HR domain, if you are in recruitment, you'll be doing multiple analytics on the turnaround time from the time position open till it is closed. You'll have to do source mix analysis that when you are hiring, from what source you are hiring. Are you hiring from uh, employee referrals? You're hiring through vendors. You're hiring through portals like Naukri.com or LinkedIn, or you're hiring through socials like Facebook and Twitter and somewhere else. So that is called sourcing miss. If you're hiring through vendors, there would be a contract employee or contractual employee. You'll have to maintain those data. If you're a HR business partner whose focus is mostly around making sure that so that's HRBP operations to make sure that you help uh, people with their problems and give them solution as a HR. You'll have to do analytics like retention analytics, turnover analytics, how many people left, how many joined new, all those analytics. If you're into core operation for documentation and let's say background verification kind of stuff, you still need to make analytics of how many people are joining, how many of those has completed the documentation. You'll also have to do mass mailing. So for all those things, you can use VBA. And I'm sure a lot of those things you are doing in Excel. So of course, wherever you use Excel, you'll be able to use VBA. Very good questions. Uh, so guys, if you have any question, please add it in chat window, or maybe we can move to the VBA demo session. Everybody's ready for demo session? Type yes if you don't have any questions at the moment and ready to jump on a demo session. All right, guys. So let's move to the VBA demo session. So a couple of things I'm going to show you. A couple of these could be very relevant for your job role. Some of those may not be relevant for others. So one of the challenge that we simply face sometimes that we have name and we want to convert them into the email addresses for our company, right? So we will teach you how to create these buttons and how to create code behind it. Let me show you code also. I have already coded this, so we don't have to go through it again. So this is the code that we write. Where we write is called VBE, Visual Basic Editor. But we'll learn more about that as we get started. So let's see what we can do with this. We want to create email addresses from these names. So I'm just going to click on this and it says, have you selected the data? And I say, yes, I have selected. It needs me to provide a domain name. Let's say it's @fcks.com, entire domain name. I'm going to click OK and it says, please provide, okay, domain name, and the email addresses are created. But if you see here, they are not in the best format. So let's say if we have email addresses and we want to convert them uh, into name, right? Let me just correct the email addresses here, guys. I have added double @ by mistake. Okay. So let me convert these to name first, and then we'll try to convert them back to email. So I'm going to convert them to name. It says, have you selected data? Yes. It is asking me to provide a domain, and I'll say, okay, @google.com. All right. And I'll say, okay. It is asking for the separator. So let's say I'll put dot. All right. All right. So let's try again. Small change. I haven't put separator name there, so it wasn't looking good. So I just wanted to replace it. So we got the name. Let's try to convert them into email. All right. What is the domain name? So we'll say, and you can define when when this is being asked how you want to do it, right? So you can define if you want user to add at the rate of, or you just want them to add domain. So you can decide how you want it. Right? So it's all always up to you. Uh, so this is the code which is actually uh, converting names to emails, and this is actually happening in here, right? And if you look at, it's very small code, right? Not lot of lines are there. Very small code. So let's try it again, and I'll show you in a another thing, guys. When you add this, by default you get the shortcut keys created, so you can use them as well. All right. Separator is going to be underscore, and okay. So if you look at it, our names are converted to email with ease, right? Now let's try to get names from email. So here is an email address. Now it may happen, and it's a very simple example, guys. It may happen that you may have some different structure of email. So in that case, you can change how your code would be, and you'll still be able to get names. Here it is very simple. Here it is first name underscore last name. Sometimes it could be dot or something, but you can still convert them and get your names, and you can convert them to email. So very simple code, guys, right? Let's look at some more simple code. Let's say, for example, you're collecting information of you're a health worker and you're collecting information of people's weight, how much they weigh. So if you put like 28, 31, 59, it doesn't make sense. You want to convert them and format them as kg. You can create a code which is very simple again. Just click on a button and you'll be able to do this, right? Let's say if you want to format your numbers as text, just select the number, click on a button, it is text now, right? So this is some of the things that you can do. And these are very basic. Let me show you something little bit advanced, right? So, all right. So I have some data, all right, and I want to send it to a different people here for different regions, right? So I want to create files for each name and each region combination. So for example, say Rakesh Chandarana East, there will be one file. Rakesh Chandarana West, there will be another. Rakesh Chandarana North, there will be another, and so on. So let's try and do it. So we'll go to add-ins in here, and I have this code created here. It is asking me there are 4 columns in selected file. Please input the number of columns you want to use as splitting criteria. So I want to use 2 columns. Okay. Then it is asking me for which columns you want. So I want name and I want region, right? Then I'm just going to click on split and create. But before that, I need to have a folder where I can create them. So right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a folder in here. I just say right click, new folder. I'll call it split files or split data, any name you want, right? I'm going to click on this, all right, and I'm going to select this split file. I'm going to click OK and bring up this so you can see how the files are getting created. So I'm just going to click OK and you can see live how files are getting created, right? So we created 20 files. How much time it took? Few seconds, right? That is also while I was explaining you. But imagine how much time it can save. I'm sure all of you at one time of your life have done this thing where you have split data from file and send it across on email. You can do it using VBA. All right, so those are some of the demonstration, guys. If you have any question, you can unmute now. You can ask me, and I can give you all the information that you want. So please feel free to ask, guys. So let me go maybe round table. Bhupendra, any questions?
Yes, Rakesh.
Yes, go
When
on.
it will start?
All right,
Yes.
so our batch will start from next week, which is 23rd of January. Our timing will
Okay.
be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let me come back here. Our timing will be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and that will be actually first day, and we'll start to learn from very beginning of how to open
Okay.
VB, how to write code and everything.
Okay. Is it online courses or we need to come to your
No, at the moment,
facility?
given the COVID situation, we are not
Mm-hmm.
able to open the classes as per government norms. Private classes are still not open, so it will be online interactive live session.
Okay.
So you can log in from your home or your office or your friend's place, wherever you are.
Okay.
Any other questions, Bhupendra?
No, Rakesh.
All right. Saili, do you have any questions? Okay, you understood all the things? Okay. Shalaka, do you have any questions? Any comments?
Yes, I have.
Yes, go on.
What is the difference between Advanced Excel and VBA course?
Okay, in advanced Excel, you learn about how to use Excel. I mean, you learn about these tabs, you learn about formulas like VLOOKUP, right? In VBA Foundation, you'll learn to create your own formulas. So, for example, let's say you want to consolidate some stuff, you can just say consolidate. So let me see if I have any example of user defined function for you here. Okay, so we have consolidator. Let's see if we can use it. So this is not an Excel function. We created it. Let me show you what it does. So for example, let's say I select this, I put comma, and I separate things by this, press enter. See, all these cells are combined. So for example, let's say you're working on Salesforce or a SAP application and you want to fetch data based on some IDs, or even in SQL, you have to put in this format. You have to put query string in this format. So this is where it helps you. So that's the difference between Excel and VBA Foundation. In advanced Excel, you learn to do what Excel have out of box. Uh, in VBA, you actually go out of box and design your own things. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you so much.
Any other questions from you? Okay. Kalpana, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Would like to continue with it, but then I do have alternate days my office. So how would you adjust with the alternate Saturdays for me? Do we have any other class
No, at the
on
moment
Sunday?
we don't have, but maybe in future we'll have a Sunday batch. So if you have an alternate Saturday office, I'll not recommend the Saturday class for you, but we'll soon start Sunday class like 2 weeks or sorry 2 months down the road, and then you can join that one.
Oh, that sounds too good. Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kalpana. Anyone
Thank you, sir.
else? Any questions? Any concerns? Any feedback?
Hello, Rakesh.
Yes, Bhupendra.
I have one more question.
Sure, sure.
This VBA course is enough, or we need to move to any advanced VBA course?
So let me give you very frank opinion to you, right? Uh,
Mhm.
and I'll give you with a simple example around it. So let's say when I started, I stay outside my home because I stay in Pune, though I'm not here at the moment. And when COVID thing happened, a lot of things were locked. So I started cooking at home. So when you started cooking at home, I started with basic like chapati and sabzi. Then I learned how to make puri myself because my mom teach me how to make chapati, and then making puri was easy. Making parathas was similar. So the thing is, once you learn basic, there will be a lot of things you'll be able to do on your own, right? It's like learning a language, right? Now, when you learn a language, let's say to a certain level, let's say a foundation level, you are able to read, you're able to write, you're able to understand. There are classes for learning poems and learning essays and learning creative writing, but it doesn't stop you to do those things on your own as well. So my point is, if you learn VBA foundation, you'll be able to read, write, understand, and demonstrate your capabilities of using VBA by yourself. But of course, there are advanced classes, and if you're facing some challenges, you can join those. But in my opinion, you'll be able to do a lot of things on your own. Does that make sense, Bhupendra?
Yes, Rakesh.
Okay, good question. Very, very good question. I like that question actually. What is next is always be in mind. All right, yes. Any other questions? And let me come back to you, Bhupendra, on that. Like we are telling you very explicitly that we have some more classes around. We are not saying that the VBA foundation is like 100% covers entire VBA. No class, no online course, no curriculum can cover end-to-end VBA, and the reason is VBA can be used for all the application which are even out of Office application suite. You can automate Chrome using it, but we don't cover that, uh, and nobody does cover it actually. Uh, so any course you take will give you some knowledge of VBA. VBA foundation will make you expert in reading, writing, and understanding code. Now, how you go ahead and use it in most creative way is something that you learn with experience. All right. Uh, yes, Kalpana, go ahead, ask your question.
So as you just mentioned that we need to, through PBA we would know how to read, write the language. So do you think that we need to know some basic language like C or C++
No, no,
to start off with this?
no, not at all. So this is your starting point. So if you don't know any language, here is where you'll get to learn. Here is where you'll start from A, B, C, D of programming, and you'll learn with me. So no need to have any prior knowledge. But good question. Let me ask everyone. Let's start with you, Kalpana. Do you have any knowledge of programming in past?
Uh, yes, I know C and I know a bit of Java, but I never worked on Java. So I'm making few assignments on it. So I was just curious to know how would I learn this.
Okay, great. You'll find a lot of concept, logically coming from C, but that is with every programming, and we'll learn from scratch. There won't be any topic that will assume that you already know things. Only thing I'll assume that you have Excel at home and you know how to start laptop and Excel. So I think that's the
Definitely,
assumption.
definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you. Let me ask others. Bhupendra, do you have any past knowledge of or experience in programming?
No,
Okay,
no,
very good,
Rakesh.
very good. So you'll be able to enjoy it the most because starting to learn a language is kind of it feels a little different. You are able to manipulate things with a click of buttons, and you are able to do things that you always wanted to do, but with very less step than you'll do it using Excel. Siley, how about you? Do you have any past knowledge of Excel? Oh, sorry, of programming? Siley, you are on mute. Okay, I think Siley said no, but no worries. So we don't need to have any understanding of programming. All right, let me ask Shalaka, do you have any background of programming or any work you have done on programming before?
No, sir, I don't have any kind of knowledge about computer languages.
Okay, excellent. That's a very good thing because you'll also learn and enjoy it a lot. Trust me on that. All right, guys. So, any other questions, anyone? All right. So, if you don't have any question, let me repeat couple of things. The batch starts from 23rd, and it will be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. I have included a contact number. You can take a screenshot of it or note it down. You can contact Imran for more information. And if you need any help, you can also contact Raza. The number is there 9762118718 as well. Or you can reach out to me on the number I'm going to put it in chat window, which is now it is in chat window 8007377788. So feel free to reach out to me or any of these if you have any questions. And hopefully I'll be able to see you next week. Take care, guys, and be safe.
Yeah. Thank you, Rakesh.
Yes, thank you so much, Rakesh.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Rakesh.
Yes, yes.